There was a kitty over here. Had that like brown and black stripe, tiger stripe. So I was just looking for the he or she went in here somewheres. But I got this great blueberry bush right here, loaded with berries. So that was lunch. More. I needed to like do some weed whacking over here. This blueberry bush is either gone by or not, isn't producing very much, but more blueberry bushes. And this comes over. We probably I'm on Mom and Dad's property soon, if not already. But here is definitely some good. Oh, what is it? That looks like a deer. There's a deer blind. Well, there's a deer blind. There's some good elevation right here. So there's a bunch of different paths that come over here. Man, look at the size of there'd be crawfish right here, like crazy. Crawfish. Just coming down here and taking a look at the river. So this is basically, this little thing right here is basically the property line, I think. Or pretty darn close to the property line. You can't even... That path goes right up to the house. This heads over to Mom and Dad's. There's a bunch of different options, apparently. Yeah, so there's the old fence. I wonder if this guy left his trail cameras over here. There's some green blueberries there, but there's a bird right in there flapping around. This is fennel, I think. Yeah, it smells just like dill, but is so yeah. It's either wild dill or just fennel. What is all this? We got a deer corn dispenser thingy. Man, there are so many paths through here. ends here, I guess. Okay. Definitely need to mark some paths with spray paint. Come out and just put up markers, put up some. I have a decent sense of direction, so I know where I am, especially based on how the topology is going. I'm heading slightly uphill, so therefore north and away from the river. No idea where this goes. Oh, this looks like this flows at sometimes. It's a little bit of a river there, or runoff river, probably. Just a natural rainwater collection. Yeah. Probably don't eat that. Another path heading that way. So heading downhill, a little southeast, a little bit southeast. And this is, I think, a deer plot. But where does that go? Oh yeah, you can definitely tell some stuff walks. There's something that walks right through there. There's a few little pathways through there. We get some standing water here. This is not good. Oh, hello, gigantic wolf spider. Don't mind me, I'm just sharing a little rock island here. Oh yeah, bro, there's fish in there. What? That doesn't seem physically possible. That's not a frog tadpole, that's a baby fish. Where'd you go? water is so murky compared to this water. I wonder why. Those are just like water bugs on top of the water, but there is definitely a teeny tiny, like minnow looking thing in that water. That's crazy. So where does this go? Simon. Like that used to be a path, probably. I know we're circling back here. Okay, yeah. Well, I like that path better. So that's right over to where the branch is. Which I assumed was the case, but until you know. Oh, sorry. I'm all zoomed in and giving everybody motion sickness there. Yeah, so along the fence there, it must have been more cleared at some point. Definitely a frog over there. Hi, Mr. Frog. Some low bush blueberries there. I have my bearings right, we're coming. Yeah. That's Mom and Dad's house right there. Oh. So they got a little. I mean, I think. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's just a bunch of clay. But that's what that is. I don't know that I'd shoot into it. But you're at a downward angle here. And there's no houses over there. So that path right there, and then that right over there goes right to Mom and Dad's house. Let's go walk their front loop. That goes further front. That cuts through there. Oh my gosh. This goes over to a spot where you had cameras mounted over here at one point. All those teeny tiny mushrooms. Here, let me stick my. No, don't do that. No. Somewhere a gazillion miles away there was somebody with a fast car. It's cooler right here for some reason. Probably ghosts. I mean, noticeably just got cooler. I don't think that's property marker. Maybe it is. There's another one right over here. So this is... Huh. That's amazing that this is flowing a little. I wonder if this is completely runoff or not. But this must be what is feeding that other spot where there's little fishes. It's bigger than I thought it would be. This is definitely a high point here. So this comes right over to my fantastic blueberry bush over here. Oh, something walks through here. I don't know what those are. I do want to deal with animals. Yeah, those are definitely chicken to woods. Those are edible. I might double, triple, quadruple check that those are, in fact, what I think they are. And then eat them. There's definitely a lot of small, clearly animal-made paths. There's no... There's no fence on this side. Versus there is a fence roll right here. Yeah, because funny that they split that up like that. That's the pond, by the way. there's a spring there. This can't just be runoff. Oh, we do have fence here. And I guess that all could be runoff. Oh, there's more fence there? But that's a good sized puddle right there. Just basically all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a spider web right in the mouth. There's a fence all along there. I mean, this. Besides a beer bottle, that's a lot of water to just kind of like materialize here out of nowhere. And it is in theory flowing, not like a lot, but oh, and there is another. Oh, hi, Mr. Frog. Sorry, bud. I just didn't see you there because your camouflage is freaking A+, dude. Go in the water, man. But there's another inn. Where is it? Inn. It goes up that way. But this part here is definitely creeping me out. 'Cause I don't know where this water source is from. If I have a natural spring right here, I'm using that like crazy. Obviously it's not a lot, but back to my driveway. Something is eating some type of fruit. Ooh. Crab apple-y type thing there or something. Oh yeah, here's a good climbing through the woods, and there's a perfectly good, like, almost ready to go trail right here. About halfway up the driveway. A little bit further than halfway up the driveway. fence back here. Mr. Jim. But here's a little path that I believe connects right up to Mom and Dad's. Oh, we got some styrofoam. Thank you. And some just foam. Oh yeah. This is definitely that front trail he was. It's like that's the road right there. How the heck did I connect in here? Backtracking a tiny bit here to just be like, where does this even go? How do we? Maybe it doesn't connect up over to anything. Maybe it just goes this way. Ooh, yeah. This is this kind of grass. It does not feel great on legs. I got tall socks on, but it's a little tall. I don't want to get all sliced up by grass. So, but that would go basically directly to Mom and Dad's also. You got a little magnolia tree here. I still have not really gotten in here to explore on this, even though I mean, there's definitely some good game trails in there. It's pretty thick right there, though. This is next up. So, I mean, there's a hinge there. Must have been a gate there at some point that somebody just barbed wired over. You know, some of that fencing is probably marginally reusable after somebody comes through with chainsaws. It looks like a old mattress. there's a good little spot here. So that's the pond. We're just north of the pond. I really haven't been over here at all. We're heading north west. Yeah. Some of these trees are they don't want people here. There's a mourning dove there. Oh yeah. There should be. I mean, there's just so much. Like, look at all this pine straw, man. Collecting all that is gonna make amazing dirt. And kind of more west and north now. So I guess I'm either just gonna hit the road or I'm trying to head more north now to hit the road here. It's just so dang. Oh, hey. It's fennel or wild dill. As soon as I stop, the squirrel stops. It's getting hot today. I mean, it is already hot, but oh man, this is awesome right here. This is what I want to clear out, just like some of these trees. I mean, some of them are just like, I have no idea how this thing grew, because at the top of it there's like 4 pine needles collecting all the sunlight that thing gets. But this little kind of like pine grove, it feels like you could just lie down and have a nap in it. those types of butterflies are everywhere, but they go quick. I feel like a butterfly. You wouldn't expect a butterfly to be fast at all. Where are you, spider? That's a spider who's... Sorry, bud. I bumped into your web there a little bit. And, so I think my driveway is basically... You got this little line right here. That's not far from my driveway. When I was walking down the driveway, I was seeing a pretty straight line there. I also don't think I'm far from the road here. Oh yeah, no, I'm at the road. It's all thick there. That very rotted stump looked like it was just gonna fall right over. Yeah. Look at that burl. So yeah. That's the road, like a few feet that way. And I don't know why some blueberry bushes are like, I don't know if it's their life cycle or if some are early, some are late, or what. But you know, like all this stuff like here, you know, I'll just come through with some loppers and make good pads over here. This is just... I'm definitely gonna need a shower after this. Like this right here, this is just like, this is a magical, to me. This is like the bridge to Terabithia is right over there. Blueberries here. Nothing. Oh, look at the size of that suckle. Sounds like somebody calling their dog. Oh. Theoretically, something eating mushrooms. Man. So that's my neighbors. Front yard neighbors there. That little white spot is there. Camper or something there. And the road isn't that far that way. That's dense. That's a pretty dense little, I think there's a way. I can see some clear over here and some clear over here. There's probably a way to get in there. But that's another day's problem. Let's see if I have like a fence over here. So I think they bring it right up to there. I don't want to go trespassing, but oh yeah, there is a fence over there. So that is the edge of my property right over there, finally. This whole time we've been walking west. So now we're heading pretty much due south. Huh. There's some scat of some kind. It's eating berries. Also, what's eating berries and leaving that much scat? Seems like not a small animal, but who knows? Yeah, here's. I'd probably get in there, but I don't wanna. Oh, I do kind of see some black raspberry plants around here. So I bet. Oh yeah. Now those seeds are too large. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what that is, but I don't know what it is that they were eating to make that pile. Blueberry bushes there. No blueberries, but oh yeah, and as I thought, we're coming up to the power lines here. See, I don't know if that's just thorns or if that's actually red raspberries there. I'd love to have a better read on which is which, because not red raspberries, is that what I said? Red raspberries don't really grow in Mississippi, it's too warm. But okay, so right here at this pole, there's a good little entrance right in there. So that's the house. So, pole level 3. Let's walk in the shade. Yeah, more fennel. Oh. Try not to point this directly at their backyard there. I didn't realize that this... Oh. It does make I'm heading basically directly west instead of northwest. It's my other neighbor there. Hi, Mr. Little Big. What were you? That was a cardinal. I should have a blueberry bush coming up anywhere, any moment here. Or did I pass it already? This walk is long. I need some blueberry replenishment. Oh, there are some blueberries here, but somebody beat me to them. It's a bunch of... Sounds like somebody's well just kicked on there. So that's more of my fence there. Avoid that spider's web. And that's the ways. They're good people. Looks like this little trail that goes over there or something. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll have to do something to get this. We'll make some little paths through here. Clean them up a little. Nowhere. This just goes nowhere. This is my meadow, as I call it here. Whoa. I mean, it did rain a lot yesterday. Gotta be a way to get over there from there. There's some path that I'm missing. Because here's the barn. There's the house. Here's the pears. Definitely need to take some cuttings off of this pear tree. That one's... This is huge. This tree is huge. And it's 2 trees. Take a whole bunch of cuttings off of that poor pear tree and make a whole bunch of pears. Fortunately, I think I'm going to get to it just in time to take a bunch of cuttings and yeah. So I definitely want to connect, make a trail here. I mean, a lot of those trees just need cutting and turning into wood chips. like a huge amount of that is barely grown in. But most of these trees are coming down. As well as those over there. Open this back up. This, I think, is where I'm going to start my garden. I want to just see if this is flowing at all or doing anything. Because I know that this was dry. Like it's clearly where water flows sometimes. Just because like the shape of the land here and makes a natural spot where it does that. Like, look at all the ferns we got in there. You know, you got a wet spot. Oh. That's a large woodpecker. That's probably a probably a pileated. We have a good here's a good spot. Oh, that's where nephew came in. Brother's field is right there. I don't know what's going on there. that's in theory making babies, but so this strip here is residential. And in theory, we're still on what will be my property. So, I mean, it comes with 2 tires. And sooner or later, right here, I'm on brother's property. Not very, the strip is not that long, so like that tire there is probably on brother's property. But this is, fairly wide and deep. I'm gonna be able to get some water out of there. Use that water to pump that up into my pond, hopefully, at some point. As you can see from all sorts of this whole area from here all the way over to here in the right downpour, I'm sure this whole thing is pretty damp. And I think, oh my gosh, that's a spider, bro. I thought all those holes were just crawfish holes. Apparently they are also spider holes. Oh yeah. That's the bridge there, right there. Okay. I'm getting dehydrated. It is time to go back. So yeah, here I'm definitely on brother's way back property here. I can see where he's cleared a field right over there. Definitely have to cut this fence or I mean, it looks like that was a gate, but it doesn't gate anymore. So cut this barbed wire here. Call it a day, probably, but okay. How does an oak tree do that? Oak tree? That might not even be an oak tree. Well, clearly this does a little overflow. Flood there. Wood there. I see we get some good flow here, which is good. That means we got some good elevation drop right there. What you want to pump water. All along here, I kind of want to bring in some loppers and clean all this up. Definitely a lot of frogs and stuff. Be nice and nice peaceful little river path. Hi, frog. Where'd you go, Mr. Frog? Build a little bridge over to that side somewhere here. 50-year-old aluminum can there. Ow. Oh. There is another. There's another river over there, bro. I know, Mr. Frog. Sorry to scare you over there. That's a banana spider, I think. But that right there is what we need. Oh geez, battery is toast. But yeah, we have a whole other river coming right there. Okay. Time to go home if I can find a way. Oh, I think my house is like right there. There's even another inn over there.